As you start this project, you're going to be starting with your outlines. Compare your vertical and horizontal axis to your angles. A lot of times when you're working on these things are foreshortened. They're coming at you and going away from you. They're not flat and perfect shapes. So you can lay your pencil on your paper and on your original image to figure out what angles those are at. You'll also want to look at the start points and the stop points of these items and the sizes compared to one another. Where do they line up compared to one another? How do they cross paths? Really be careful when you're looking at those to make sure they line up as much as possible. This will help it to be more realistic. When things are foreshortened, they're smaller further away, and as they come at you, they're going to enlarge in size. If you make a mistake while you're working on something, just go back, erase, redraw, keep nice and light and sketching as you're working. When you start going to fill in the details and the shadows, I personally like to start in one area and then finish each of those different objects before I move on to another object. Don't forget to back up and look at where the cast shadows are from those objects as they fall across each other or in your background. And make sure you do have some type of background in there. You might choose to do a nice gradation. I happen to have a cloth, a drop cloth behind all of my items, so that's what I am drawing in the background. Remember to keep checking those shadows and comparing them to one another. Your deepest, darkest area should be nice and black. You should just have some midtones and some highlights.